Now the Mil-Spie3 made pretty short work of that. You can see I'm about halfway down. You can tell that because I'm at the pith there. And that piece will sit right on top here. Now, what I want to do also is to point off this end. The reason I'm going to do that is because that's going to actually be holding my deadfall weight. And so we don't want anything on there that's going to stop it. So just make a couple of slices in that. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. I like it to come to a chisel point, and it's going to be just the opposite of where the you can see it's right in line with where this notch is. Cut that chisel point off of there, even that off a little bit, and there we go. So we've got half of our trap made that fast. Put that in there and test it out, and it looks good. The next part that I'm going to make here is a bait stick. That's going to be pointed on one end, and it's going to go underneath of our deadfall. On the other end, it's going to hold on to this stick right about here. So the next thing I want to do is to cut a little notch in this and on the back end of this stick so that it'll fit in there properly. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, we've got it marked out here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a little stop cut in the back of this wood. Make that stop cut straight in. And what we want is the edge of this to be flat on the side that's going to push away. So I'm going to come in here, take a little bit out of here, and it's not going to be a whole lot. Just up to that stop cut. And we want this to hold on pretty easily without going too deep. So I'm going to cut about halfway through there. And that should be good. So we're getting close here to having this figure 4 done. Let me show you the basics again. This is our upright stick. This is going to sit on the ground. This piece is notched on top to fit there, and it's going to fit across and be held right here. So there's our figure 4. Now we've got a couple more cuts that we have to make. What we need to do is to mark this careful. This cut is going to be on this edge. It's going to be perpendicular to this cut here. And what I'm going to do is turn it upside down from where I marked it and just basically skin off a little bit of this wood. What I want to do is to make a flat edge on here, and I'm going to make a 90-degree angle on this side right here. And what that's going to do is to hold that in place. So I'm going to skin that off, make my 90-degree angle. Maybe you can see that right there. Right here we've got a 90-degree angle, and that's going to go ahead and hold that right into place once we get that finished. One more cut on this small stick, and we're going to be ready. And that cut's going to go right here, and it's going to be another stop cut. So I'm going to mark that, and I'm going to make my stop cut go in. Basically, this is going to put pressure against this other stick to hold it in place. It's not real hard to make a figure 4. It takes a little bit of time to get everything just exactly where it needs to be. But you can see a knife like the Mil-Spie really makes the job easy. Easy to carve with, it's sharp. Now let's see what we got here. Might have to make it just a wee bit deeper there. Make that stop cut just a bit deeper. Alright, what I'm doing here is making a final adjustment to my bait stick or my trigger stick. Just put a sharp point on it. That way I can go ahead and put bait on there or something. I'm going to take my piece that's my upright, set the secondary piece in there. Then I can attach this right here. And we put pressure on the top. We put pressure on the top, and that'll hold that right into place. Just exactly like that. Thus, the term figure 4. So let's go ahead and load this trap up, show you how it's going to work. So let's set this thing up. What we're going to do, you got to be careful. I tried to set up a minute ago and got scraped here with the rock. It's pretty heavy. Kill anything that will go under it. But we're going to put the first two pieces together and then put our weight on top. Then we're going to take our bait stick and we're going to load the bait stick up so it's right there very carefully. Now again, you got to load this carefully because it is tend to be, when I make these, I make them so that they're very, very fast. They can be slow or fast depending on how you make the cuts. I try and make them so they're a little bit faster. This is probably almost as fast as a Paiute. There we go. So we got that set up. Now you can see that the bait stick runs down in here, is going to have bait through it. The animal's going to come and they're going to tug on that bait, and that's it. So I hope you can see that the Mil-Spie3 is a very effective knife to use. It does all the work that you need. It will do any kind of carving. It will do any kind of shaving. It will do any kind of batoning, as we've already seen. It's just a good, sharp, everyday camp knife. It's got a lot of benefits to it. It easily made this setup for us in just about 5 minutes. So hope you've enjoyed this review of the Mil-Spie3 and of the Shango, both by Tops. Excellent, excellent knives, and I would highly recommend that if you're looking for a knife in the $100 range that's one of the top quality knives, that you would look at these two knives. They're certainly well worth the money. This is David Wendell with BushcraftOnFire. Hope you've enjoyed this video. We're going to get inside and get some hot coffee and edit this down and get it up for you. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon on another video.